Hey guys, welcome to another video for our Hack the Day series. In this video, we are going to learn about what is the Windows God mode. This mode is another feature for our Windows operating system. And in this video, we are going to learn what is that Windows God mode and what are its features, why it's dangerous, what are its benefits, and also we will try to add another feature in our reverse shell. So without any further delay, let's get started. Before continuing, if you have not subscribed this channel, then of course smash that subscribe button. Also press the bell notification button so that you get notified about all our new videos, and also like this video. And first we will try to learn what is a God mode. First I will show you the way how to create this God mode in Windows. You have to create a new folder. I would provide this string in the description below. You just have to copy that and rename this folder like this. Okay, you can also see that we don't have to use any space. So I'm pressing it again. And now you can see that this folder had been changed to something that looks like a control panel. So let's go there and see what it contains, and let's enlarge its icons. So yes, you can see that here there are a lot of shortcuts here or symbols icons here, and you can see that there are about 209 items there. And we will see what is this. Let's try to understand what is a God mode. Actually, a God mode is a folder in which the Windows places all of the important shortcuts directly within this folder. That means, for example, if we can see that here, create and format hard disk partitions. So what we have to do, we have to either use Window X, and you have to see here, I think disk management, and there you can also do the partitions and format them. You can also search here format, and you can see that create and format hard disk partitions. But this is something little bit time consuming. But here in Windows, we can just click on this one and it would show us here the disk management, and we can create partitions and format the drives. Okay, there are a lot of other features like this: diagnose your computer's memory problem. Okay, we can also see here there are some ease of access center features here, shortcuts here. And you can also see that here we can change phone settings. So let's see here, there are some internet options, there are keyboard options, mouse options, and let's see here if we can see something. We can change account type, a password reset of the disk, create an account. Okay, and we can also see here we can also access firewall through this folder. Okay, fine. And let's go here, we can manage work folders. I would suggest that you would explore this God mode. Okay, so you can see that if I right click anywhere, we cannot create folders here. If we use here the shortcut Control Shift N, then of course nothing is going to happen. That means this is not a folder. This is something that can give you the shortcuts for the most used applications of this Windows operating system. So you can say that it's not something that looks fascinating, but we don't have to think from the side of a user. We have to think like a programmer or a penetration tester. Yes, you have to think about that. And why you have to think about that, we are going to discuss in few minutes. Okay, you can see that I cannot create folders here directly, but I can show you some method. We can open CMD here, and of course I'm going to use here did, and you can see that here there is nothing. You can see that contain it contains nothing, no files, no directory. So let's use here mkdir, and let's use here test, and you can see that nothing, no error is shown here. Let's try to see here if we can see. No, it's not there. That was test. No, you can see that it's not here. Okay, let's see the CMD, and you use here dir, and you can see that here the test had been there. Okay, fine. So guys, I am on the GitHub, and let's see if we can find some malwares from here to test. And let's see here. the generic Trojan. Okay, let's see this one and let's download that. Let's see what would happen and let's try to save it here in the downloads folder. Okay, now you can see that as soon as I downloaded this file, the antivirus detected this one and deleted this one. Okay, fine. So you can see that it was working instantly. Okay, I'm just going to copy this link, and what I'm going to do, as you can see that I'm inside this folder. So what I have to do, I would be using here curl -o and let's say it as test.zip, and let's do it like that. I pasted the link here and let's enter and did, and you can see that test.zip is here. Okay, fine. Let's see what would happen now. You can see that no antivirus is detecting this one. Windows Defender is not deleting this one. But at the same time, if I can open the browser here and Control J, you would see that the virus detected and that was automatically deleted. So okay, let's go back here. You can see that it's something that is looking like a danger. Isn't this a danger? Yes, it is a danger, because if someone creates folders that can work like Windows God mode, and if that person creates or uploads malware or trojans in that folder, then that means it looks like Windows or antivirus is not detecting this one, as we have seen that antivirus is not detecting this at this moment. So that means, of course, some can exploit or install the backdoors, and it's something that you should have to really care about, that you should not have to create the Windows God mode folders so that no one can get any entry point by which they can exploit your system. But it's not the thing, it's not the only thing that we would be learning in this video right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just closing this one and I'm going back and I'm just deleting this one, and this is the code that we would be working right now. What we are going to do, we would use here print, and we would use here mkdir to create a folder, and of course we have to give it a path mkdir and the name of the folder. So let's use here syntax. What we are going to do, I'm just copying this one, and we have to use here elif command is equals to mkdir. Then what you have to do, I'm going to do it like that. Here is a glitch. We have to use here dot starts with. Let's do it like that. And that means if the command starts with the mkdir, then you have to do a specific command. Okay, fine. So what we need to do, I am just using here pass, and let's save it. So now we have to go back to our Windows machine, and I'm also opening the Visual Studio Code. So let me close this browser. Okay, here we have to do something more. So I would use here, and if the received command dot starts with mkdir, then that means you have to do a specific task. I'm also using here pass, and of course I would be creating another function here, and let's use here def mkdir, and of course it would be given a path, and we can use here like string message like that. Okay, so we know that what would be the structure of this command here. We have to use here mkdir, but let me tell you what would be the structure of this command. For example, if we want to run this command, we would use here mkdir and space and the name of the folder. That would be the structure here. I'm saving it. Let's go back to our this Visual Studio Code in Windows. So what we have to do, we know that this I'm using here name is equals to string message dot split function. We have seen what is the working of the split function, and now we got this here, we can say name list, because it contains two things, a list. So name is equals to name list, and of course that would be the first, because we know according to the command that hashtag mkday space and for example god mode, like that. Fine. So it means that we have to use this as a name, so that's why we used here one. So okay, fine. So now what we have to do, okay, there is, we also have imported already the OS module. There is a command by the name of os dot, and let's see here if we can see mkdir. Okay, and let's see here what it takes. It takes string or bytes path. So we can give it the name. Either that can be a name or that can be a path. No problem for that. So let's see here what would be the return type. It is returning, I think, none. So yes, it's returning none. So this is only one thing. Okay, that means we would be able to create the folders. So let's save it like that, and of course we have to call it here, and we will just call mk dir, and we got that. And of course there is another problem here, and that is we don't have to make it give our functions the same name as they are in the built-in or downloaded or installed libraries, because sometimes it can get some glitches. So I am using here directory. Let's copy it, paste it here, and of course we would give and response to our attacker. So how to do that? We know that we have to use this command here, string object dot send. By the way, if you don't know what is happening right now, then that means you should have to see our reversal videos. We have worked on these reversals from the starting, from the beginning. So I would suggest you to watch those videos also. It would give you a lot more information about reversal and the Python. We can use here successful, like that, and let's save it, and let's go back to our this machine. And what we have to do, of course, we should get this, paste it here. Okay, let's save it. I think we should have to now run this one, but before that we should have to get the IP address. So let's see here. Let's, of course, first we have to jump back to our desktop, and we need to do if config, and we can see that our IP address is 192.168.1.104. So we have to update that here, .104. Okay, like that, and let's clear it out. So we have to use python 3attacker.py. okay, let's go back here. We have to run this one also, cls python metadata and victim.py, and let's see. And now we can see that our reversal is working. So let's see h here, and we got mkdir. Okay, fine. So let's use here mkdir. Without wasting any time, we have to make a folder. So but before that, I would like to see what is our working directory. So you can see that our working directory is this mkdir, and let's try to copy this and paste clipboard. I'm just going to copy this one, copy, and let's paste it here. Okay, let's see what is there. So let's ls there, ls there again. Okay, we got something wrong here. Okay. So we got a problem here that on line number 73 there is some problem. Okay, yes, we have to pass this function our received command. So let's use here received command, save it like that, go back here, clear it out, run it again, clear it out, run it again. Okay, let's use here pwd to get the current working directory. Let's copy this one, copy selection. I would use here mkdir like this, and of course we now have to copy our this address and paste it here. Okay, we can see that our flag is successful, but we don't know if it's there. So let's see here cd So we have to use this whole address and paste it here, and let's ls. Okay, you can see that ls, let's try to use ls here. We can see that it is an empty folder. Oh my god, what is that? Let's use pwd again. Okay, now you can see that it is giving us something that starts from the god. We should have to go back to desktop, and let's see if we can find the god mode there. Okay, this is the god here. Okay, no, this is not the folder. This should not have to be the folder. That means our this path is not working fine. Either we are having some problem while sending this, or either we are getting some problems while receiving this. So whatever the case is, let's stop this. Let's stop it like that. And before calling this function, what I would be doing, I would use here print, and let's use here received command and save it like that. Okay, fine. And I'm also commenting it out, and I'm right now using here pass. Fine. Let's jump back here. Okay, let's try to run it. I'm stopping it, clearing it out, running it again. So right now I would be using here mkdir, but before that I would use here pwd, copy mkdir, and like that. And let's copy this one again and paste it here, and I'm also going to cut it like that, and I would paste it here so that instead of typing each and everything again and again, we can just copy it from here and paste it here. So let's see here. We can see that everything is fine. That means this should have to work properly, but I know I got the problem. Okay, the problem is that if we go here, and we can also open here the notepad, and you can see that there is a space between this code and this mode like that. You can see that it's a space. So what happens, this split functions, you can say that splits every time when it finds a space. So for example, if I use the command here, and our directory is mkdir and space, and let's use here code dot mode, so you can see that it would create 1 2 3 list items. So that's the reason we were only getting here god. So now what we have to do, we have to use a logic here, like we can use here plus sign for concatenating plus, and let's use this and name list, and of course it would be the second one. So let's save it, and let's go back here, run this one. Let's also try to run it. Now you can see that we got the reverse shell. Let's copy this command and let's paste it and enter. Okay, we can see that nothing is happening here. We can see that there is some problem. Let me stop this one. We can see that we should have to get this successful message here on this console. Oh my god, we are using the wrong command here. We have to use here mkdir and like this, but we were only passing the address. And let's run it, and let's run it again. Okay, let's copy this whole command and paste it here, and now you can see that we are getting a successful message. Okay, let's see. Okay, and let's go back here, and now you can see that our god mode folder is there. Oh my god, oh my god, what is happening right now? That means our reversal can also create some directories. So okay, now we are going to do some bad thing there. We can also cd, and I am copying this path, copy paste. Okay, let's pwd. Okay, we got the problem. Let's see that here. Actually, we got the problem here. Let's see here in the cd, this cd here. So let's go back to this one. And of course we need to see here that we have to use an if condition, that if we can use here length variable, and let's use here len and container. Okay, we can use here that if length is equals to 2, that means you have to do this. And if that's not the case, then what you have to do, you have to copy it, paste it here, and we will use same thing, like this, but with this one. So that was the problem. I'm going back again, deleting it, running it again, copying this path, this sorry command, and we got successful. Let's go back here. We got this here, fine. So I'm also opening here CMD, and now let's do did here, and you can see that nothing is here. Okay, fine. So let's see here if we use here CD, and let's copy it, paste it here, and we can see that no error here, fine. And let's use here pwd, and now you can see that we are inside this god mode. Okay, fine. So let's use here bash, and okay, we got this. Oh my god. So now what we have to do, we have to use here curl minus o sorry, I am saying it as test.zip, and of course I should have to get the link of the file. Let's paste it here and enter. Okay, so let's see if that's downloaded or not. I am using here dir, and now you can see that test.zip is here. Okay, so guys, you can see that this script is, of course, we are building something that can really work like metasploit, meta shell, reverse shell, sorry. And of course, we can also create these god modes. These are known as fully undetectable backdoors. So that means this file or this malware is not detected by this antivirus or Windows Defender. And yes, the hackers do use these kinds of techniques so that they can inject and hide their payload inside this god mode. So if you see any folder like this one except the control panel, then that means you should have to delete this, because yes, it didn't have a lot of features, but yes, it can put you in danger. So I am just going to delete it. So let's close it. And guys, I am really hopeful that you will like this video, and of course you should have to consider to subscribe this channel so that we can try to continue with this our hack the day series. And stay tuned and wait for our new video, and goodbye.